don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. So it's Thursday, and by the time you're watching this, it'll be Thursday the 2nd of March. So by the time you're watching this, it's last Thursday, it's last week. I know. Yeah, so busy couple of days, and busy couple of days ahead as well. Tomorrow we're driving down to Indigo Blue in Retford for a meeting. So Ian and I have been busy designing new products for Indigo Blue for the coming year. So we've done quite a few products already, but we're going to be presenting some new, exciting new products, some new wood products, some new stencils, and we've also done a lot of new stamp designs as well for them. We've also done some bespoke stuff for their classes, for their weekend retreats, and also for them to take on the TV. So far, and it's only February, bearing in mind, so far I've done and presented, or will be presenting tomorrow. So far they've had 40 new products. That's just from me. That doesn't include what Ian's done. But also tomorrow, we were scheduled in to talk about the C word. Yes, I know. In the crafting industry, you begin presenting and selling and launching your Christmas products around about June, July time. And those products have to be designed. All your samples and stuff have got to be done and all that kind of thing. So you've got to think back. So Christmas for us here in the craft and the art industry actually begins end of February. So just as the real kind of Christmas and holiday season finishes, we're already starting to think about what we're going to be doing for next year. So we're going to be discussing that tomorrow. We're taking both the dogs with us because the meeting's going to be held at the Indigo Blue offices. Sometimes they come here. Last time they came here, so we're going there tomorrow. But that's probably going to be a full day tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I always enjoy watching the reactions when you present something to them. You know, to see, you know, what their first reactions, whether they like it, whether they hate it, or whether it's needs some improvement kind of thing, or needs tweaking to their specifications. But hello, Mr B. Oh, we've got Mr Nippa as well, have we? Whether you can, just the head. Oh, that was the chair, by the way. Mr Bentley there, Mr Nippa there. They've literally just come back from their WLKs, so they've come to me because usually when they get back from the WLKs, we have a half hour of teddy play. So, since they're waiting for me, I better get on. Yes, I'm coming. God, impatient or what? Give me a minute. So is that it then? You tired now? No more teddy play. It's only been about 10 minutes. That's it. He's had it. Bentley's run downstairs to go get some more food. But look, that looks like it's it for the minute. Until they want to play again in about half an hour. So it's Saturday morning. And well, let me turn the camera on. And yesterday afternoon, just pop the camera back up onto its stand. There. That's better. So yesterday afternoon, while we were at our meeting at Indigo Blue, Ian started to kind of flag a little, and then I noticed that his hands were kind of shaking. So I just, as you do, you just kind of like put your hand on his forehead, and he was burning up, absolutely burning up. So it looks as though his body had gone into infection fighting mode, or he'd caught something, a bug or something. His body had started that, you know, that hot sweat, hot cold kind of thing that your body does when you've got an infection of some description, when your immune system kicks in and starts to fight. So so we kind of, I wouldn't say we cut the meeting short, because by that time it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon anyway, and we'd been there since like 10. So we'd already been there like 4 hours presenting products and new ideas and that kind of stuff, and discussing Christmas. Sorry, the C word, I know, but... and so we drove back, we called the meeting to a halt, and I bundled him back in the car. And he managed to last about an hour or so when we got back home, and then he went to bed. Probably about 4-ish. And I've just been in to see whether or not he's getting up this morning, to see how he feels. I've taken him some medication and a drink and that kind of thing. And he's got no intentions of going anywhere. He says, I just can't get out. I can't do anything. So it's really taken hold of him, and he is sweating. I mean, he's got beads of sweat on his forehead, and he's wrapped up in his duvet, and he says, I can't get warm, even though he's sweating. So it doesn't feel like he's warm. So I'm going to leave him where he is. So I'm going to take the dogs out this morning. I'll just take them for a quick kind of like toilet walk down to where the church is at the end. There's a patch of grass there where they usually that's where they get to before they need to go. Nip's already been out in the garden and done his business, so it's probably just for Bentley anyway. I might even just leave, because Nip's curled up. he's sort of like, no, I'm having none of it either. So he's actually curled up next to Ian, so I might leave them where they are, and just take Bentley out, and then see where we are around about lunchtime, see what happens. I feel okay at the minute, but who knows? So it's Sunday morning. Ian stayed in bed all day yesterday. I've been in to see him this morning, and he didn't want to get out of bed again. He wants to stay where he is for a little while longer at least. Yesterday afternoon, around about tea time, I started to feel a bit headachy and achy and a bit sick. Strangely, I had a pain in my back as well, at my lower back, probably stomach related. And I started to feel absolutely awful yesterday afternoon. So I kind of curled up on the couch with Mr Bentley, who laid underneath my legs, is here on the couch opposite me at the moment. And I kind of just stayed there till about 8:30, I think. Just watching the TV really, really low. So I didn't disturb Ian upstairs. And I started to fall asleep on the couch. So I had an early night and I went to bed. I had both of the dogs with me because I didn't want to disturb Ian. So I had a bit of a fitful night last night with both Bentley and Nip. All three of us trying to share the same space. It just doesn't work really. And I got up this morning, and because obviously the dogs still have to be fed and toileted and walked and all that kind of stuff. So I just dosed myself up on as much medication as I possibly could, and wrapped up and just took the dogs out for what was necessary. So they've not really had a proper run and a proper play outside for a couple of days, but, you know, it won't kill them. So but Ian did say at the last time that I went in with some tablets for him, that he might try and get out of bed this afternoon, because just wallowing in your own pit, feeling sorry for yourself really it's kind of a downward spiral. So he says he's going to try and get out of bed this afternoon and maybe try and take the dogs for a walk this afternoon. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm just going to kind of chill and veg. I haven't watched the latest episode of Picard season 3 yet. From Wednesday. Haven't got around to watching it yet, but also I think there's 2 or 3 episodes of the 2nd season of Carnival Row, which has started on Amazon, and I haven't watched those yet. So I think I'm just going to have a couch day today, just curl up with hot drinks, cuddling the dogs, and just veg and chill, and just try and sweat out of me what is, you know, anything that might have caught from either Ian or from the same source. It usually does take longer to take hold with me. With Ian, it's almost instantaneous. We think that he's picked up something when he went down to the post office the other day, because we had quite a few parcels to take from website orders and that kind of stuff. So he took them all down, but he was in there for a good half hour, and it's a small post office, and there was at least 4 or 5 people in there at the same time. So he reckons that it's something that he's picked up while he's been in the post office. But it ain't COVID. We checked, we tested, it's not. So it's probably just that horrible bug that's going around at the moment. I need to film a project. We didn't do one yesterday because I was feeling too dreadful. I couldn't do it, so I need to do one and get it up for at least Tuesday. So while I'm watching the TV and stuff, I'll just have a think and see what I can come up with, because when your brain's not working properly, it's difficult to come up with a concept for an art journal page, let alone try and execute one. So as you can see, he's feeling a bit better, enough that he wanted to get out and get some fresh air and take the dogs for a walk. So it's been raining, but at least it's held off while he's taking the dogs out. So hopefully, Mr Nip. It's a happy little soul. I don't know where Bentley is though. I don't know where Bentley's gone. Oh, there he is, just appeared. Oh, typical. Look, he's a happy little soul. Let's turn that music off. So it's Monday morning. Ian's still poorly. He's out of bed though, which is good. Last couple of days, as you know, he's not been so well. I've not been so well, but one of us has had to get out of bed and walk the dogs and feed the dogs and let them out to go for wees and that kind of stuff. Seeing as ours not quite as bad as he was, I drew the short straw. So, but it's Monday morning, and I've had to get up and come out because I need to get over to Mum and Dad's. Mum's been poorly as well, again. She's got stomach problems. So there's shopping to be done for them. And I said I'd go over and just do some housework for them. Push the vacuum cleaner around, scare the spiders, that kind of thing. So that's where I'm on my way to now. Like I said, I'm not particularly feeling wonderful myself today, but I'm probably the least bad of everybody, apart from Dad, of course. He's not affected at all. So I've just loaded myself up with painkillers, headache tablets, and as Churchill used to say, just keep buggering on. So that's all the shopping done. It's unusually busy for a Monday. I've had to park right at the back end, the overflow part of the car park, because it's that busy. So I've had an unusual view of the supermarket today, which makes a nice change, something different. Savage doggy, Ready? You ready? We're doing it in relay now. In relay. Savage beastie. I can't throw it if you won't let go, Mr Nip. Can I? You're definitely more of a pull dog, aren't you, than a chase and fetch dog, which is a bit unusual for a sighthound. But you do prefer playing with your Teds, don't you? Should we try and throw him? No. Yeah? Should we throw? Are you ready? Watch him bound back. Oh, no, we're having a rag. Come on then. No, you stay in there. Bentley's going to throw Teddy down the stairs now. Is he going down? There he goes. No, half up and half down, look. And Nip's just watching him. Nip, Nip, you going to bring him back? Nope, I think that's it. Bring Teddy. Bring Teddy then. Bring Teddy. No, that's it. Ready? 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 Go on then. Oh. Oh, what's that? Look at him bounding. Come on then. Bring your Teddy back. Don't think it's going to last very long, is he? Yeah. So Ian's gone out with the dogs, taking them for their WALKs. And I've just gone into the cupboard to put out their main meal, or one of the main meals for the day, only to discover there's none left. Used the last for breakfast this morning and never said anything, even though I went shopping this morning. So I've had to quickly put my shoes on, my coat back in, and dash off down to the shops.
Good morning everyone, I'm feeling a lot better today. Mike's gone out to do a few jobs, so I've decided to push the vacuum cleaner around and it's not well. We've had it 13 years, 12 years. It's been a true friend as this vacuum, but he's not well. It's a Dyson. I won't buy another Dyson because Mr Dyson said that he would never ever leave the UK and he would always support UK business, blah blah blah. Then when push comes to shove, the man's a bit of a dickhead, pardon the expression, and he's got them made in China now. So me, I ain't no buying one. So we've bought a new Shark one. I don't think it's made in the UK, but it never professed to be made in the UK. The warehouse is in Leeds, so that's good enough for me. So yeah, so we'll be having a Viking. Well, we won't have a Viking funeral for the vacuum because I'm going to take it in the garage. It still works. It's all bandaged up, as you can see. Bless him, looks like he's been through the wars, literally. So I'm going to take him in the garage and use him to clean up in there. So it's not going to be wasted. It's got a few more years left in it yet, but it's just. It's got about as much sucking as an asthmatic donkey, so it's not very well at all. So yeah, so I'm now a bit excited waiting for a vacuum. Is it me? Am I getting old? Is this what happens when you get to the big 6-0? You get excited about vacuum cleaners. I don't know what's going on when I need a new ironing board. It could be all too much for me. Let's get on. Well, the vacuuming's all done. That was reasonably, event free. Everybody's still alive, the dogs aren't frightened, I'm not frightened, Mike's not here, so there you go. Just pondering while I was doing the vacuuming as your mind wanders away. You know, when somebody you love says, you know, and tries to help you and do things for you, and I'm sure we've all been there, and you get snappy and you get a bit, I think the word might be arsey, but I don't know whether it means anything else in the States, but arsey it is. I was arsey with Mike this morning when he was writing the shopping list, and I shouldn't have been. I don't think it makes me a bad person, but I should just be nice to people a bit more. I don't mean to be grumpy, and I didn't mean to be nasty to him. So if he's listening, I'm sorry, Mike. I was funny with you earlier. But on a lighter note, the vacuum's on its way. I've just been onto the website, had a look, and it says it's ready for dispatch. I don't know whether to stand by the front door for the next 2 days waiting for it to come, or just let DHL / post office take their course. I'm so excited. It's just bad, isn't it? I need to get a hobby. I had a hobby and it turned into a job, and then I had another hobby and it turned into a job. I need a hobby that doesn't turn into a job. Bird watching's good. Boring, but I suppose it's quite interesting. Wouldn't be any good for the boys though, they'd be trying to chase them. Let's think about what else we can do for a hobby. Oh well, hey ho.
Happy 1st of March, everybody. So does that mean it's Easter soon? I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.